Elizabeth, what's coming up?
Well, coming up, she's not your typical politician. Kevin Corke tells us about a rising star in Congress who's riding high at home in Hawaii and on the Capitol. Kevin?
No question about that. Making waves on Capitol Hill and riding a few of them here in Hawaii. That story and more as we continue here on Fox News Channel on a beautiful Saturday in Honolulu.
A relative newcomer on Capitol Hill, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, is already admired for her ability to work with both Republicans and Democrats, a rare ability on Capitol Hill. And she also happens to be one of the first female combat veterans to ever serve in the United States Congress. Kevin Corke joins us from Honolulu with her fascinating story. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Leland. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but rather where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. Now, obviously, those aren't my words. Those are the words of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but they certainly seem to reflect the values of the woman you're about to meet. Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, who is an Army captain with a true passion for people.
It's a very rejuvenating and refreshing experience that gives you a very clear perspective.
It's not every day you see a member of Congress on a surfboard, riding waves and truly at home in the water. But then again, Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard is no ordinary politician. She's arguably one of the most unique in American politics.
It is the most special place on the planet.
Hawaii may be her special place, but in Washington, Gabbard's already proven herself to be a special kind of politician. Engaging, 34 years young, with a million-watt smile and potential to match. In less than 3 years on the Hill, she's earned a reputation as one of her party's rising stars. The first American Samoan elected to Congress. The first elected Hindu. A U.S. military combat veteran who's also the vice chair of her party's national committee. She's made headlines as an outspoken critic of the president, and did I mention she's also a Democrat?
I work for the people of Hawaii who gave me this responsibility, who gave me this job. I work for the American people, and I do my best every day to do what is in their best interest.
But for all her rock star status, Gabbard's seen as a rebel within her own party, someone who pulls no punches when it comes to speaking her mind, even if it raises eyebrows among fellow Democrats, like when she expressed frustration about her party's lack of presidential debates, seen by some critics as a means of protecting the candidacy of Hillary Clinton.
When we look at what's in the best interest of our country, which is how I think we should make all of our decisions, less dialogue does not help us.
An area where Gabbard also thinks there should be much more dialogue is over what to do about ISIS in Syria. She's criticized the Obama administration's strategy of attempting to topple dictator Bashar al-Assad as an unlawful use of power.
This is a war that I believe is illegal and counterproductive. It's illegal because Congress hasn't declared war against Syria, and it's counterproductive because it helps our enemy, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, these other groups, achieve their objective.
Worse, with so many competing interests in one war zone, the Army captain warned that an accidental entanglement with the Russians could lead to a nuclear catastrophe.
This will kick off a world war and potentially a nuclear war, given the fact that the United States and Russia are the two countries on this planet that are literally minutes away from pushing that button and launching a nuclear bomb.
She's even pushed back at Mr. Obama for his failure to speak candidly about Islamic extremism.
It doesn't take a military genius to understand that you have to know your enemy before you can defeat them. It's a big mistake to not clearly identify who your enemy is.
Gabbard says it's no mistake that she's outspoken. It's likely a byproduct of her upbringing, a homeschooled daughter of educators, including a father who was once a state lawmaker. Tulsi first ran for office at the age of 21, and she's been serving the people of her state in one capacity or another ever since.
Aloha is something that is universal and that we need more of, especially in Washington. If people would lead with aloha, lead with a heart of service, treating others truly with respect, sincerely, then I know that we could get so much more done.
A worthy goal for a true political rebel with a cause.
Without question, Tulsi never wavered in her bearing throughout that entire interview, except when I asked her what it meant to be not just a role model for people in her state, but for so many girls all over the world. She actually took a moment and said simply, "It means a lot." And obviously it shows. Leland?
And a role model Congresswoman Gabbard is in so many ways. Kevin Corke, appreciate that and your hard work with the president on vacation. See you back here in Washington, sir.